then, this is gonna look like, I can make it look like a, I don't know what it'll look like, some Star Wars character thing. Alright. Marching on, marching on. Boy, what a good song that is. I know none of this really matters. Nobody's ever going to see it. Except for me. I know. Crazy as a bed bug. Close enough to perfect for me. Alright, we'll go through this again. Ooh, man, it got tight that time. So tomorrow, the rest of the week's going to be terrible, so we'll be up in the attic. Huh. The best thing in the world. No. Finishing drywall. I didn't want to do it. Here I am doing it. I just can't see I'm paying that kind of money to have somebody come in here and finish that stuff. But it will be a good experience for Connor. He's chomping. He seems to think all this whole time he's saying, "Oh, are we going to be mud? We're going to be mud today." I said, "Connor, we're not ready for mud. Well, drywall's up." I said, "We still got to go around and prep things. We still got to, the corners that got busted off. You can't just, mud over them. You got to pull all that busted stuff out. You got to do your pre-filling of any large gaps and the whatnot." I said, in his mind, the finishing was the easy part, and it meant it's close to being done. Yeah, I mean it is, but wait to eat a pair of sand. I have had such a time with the boys. Connor mostly. I mean, Julian, it's hard to get Julian to be work motivated, but it's been great. I wish Winnie was, old enough to. But I have pictures. Maybe if I find one, I'll put it up here. I have pictures of me. I don't know. I was 5 years old, climbing an extension ladder with a hammer in my hand. When my dad and my uncles were putting new roof on our house down in Edgemere, from the gable side, the ladder, extension ladder, all the way to the peak. That's where the ladder was. And my dad looked over there hammering, doing nails. He looks over and sees my head pop up. And he hollered at me, "Don't you move!" And I froze. And he come over there and grabbed a hold of me, up on the roof, wrapped the rope around my waist, nailed it to the roof, and gave me them old time nail bags that you could get made out of, I don't know, canvas. Filled one of them up with nails, took my hammer, set me on the roof where I couldn't fall off, give me a chunk of wood, said, "Pound away." And he said I put about 100 nails in that thing. He said I would bang, 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 oh, ow, bang, 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 oh, ow, and my thumb was all busted up. So I don't think you're too young to learn things, but that's what got me started in my years of all that I've done. And to this day, I still bam, 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 wow, But it has switched over, as you have seen. I can't do anything without hitting my head on something. I mean, it was just. Just ridiculous. Now, just between you, me, and the Lord, I've gotten older, and my brain don't work like it used to. And most people wouldn't admit that. Like, a lot of you probably know what I'm talking about. It just sitting down and doing all my drawings, you know, like I said, told you before. I drew all these cabinets out. Drew them all out. Everything I drew out was all to the same scale. I knew down to the 16th of what everything was going to be. Of course, then you try to put something into a trailer like this, where these walls, they're not plumb. They're not exactly plumb. They're not, you know, the ceiling, it's not exactly square. It's, ay. But Bill, from my ride, he warned me in his videos. He said, folks, these are cargo trailers. They're not meant for what we're doing. Well, why ain't that going through me? I want them all the same. I'll thread it through, I guess. The only problem with that is it distorts it. Yeah, I don't know why I'm even putting them rubbers on there. I don't need them rubbers on there. There's not a water. I watched a fella, this very same panel that I put in. I had to shorten the video. I try to keep them to 5 minutes. They transfer so much faster. You get over 5 minutes and then it really slows things down. But anyhow, watching the guy install the very same panel, you know, very knowledgeable fella. But he's in his little camper. He had his panel went out, had to replace it. He replaced it with this same exact thing. And I looked, from the manufacturer now, the same cabinet has the back of your power distribution center exposed. That's where all the plumbing's at. The hot water pump is, or the water pump is right below, about 8 inches behind the power distribution center. And all the wires are going amongst all the plumbing. I told Amy, I said, I don't think you're supposed to do that. There's no way I was putting anything of liquid in this under her bed where all the main power is. That just doesn't make no sense to me. That cabinet under her bed is dry. All the water and everything's under my bed. Okay. Now, I ain't gonna have no wires flopping around or jostling when we're traveling, I can tell you that. Which is a good thing. Right, upside down. All right. Now, now that I'm, doing all this work, I almost hate to. I had drilled through here, through this post here, to catch a rib nut in the floor to mount this. But now I'm like, I gotta have this mounted before, so I can't put all this back together until this is mounted, and then I can put the panels in. In my mind, I'm thinking, Mom, I'll just take a couple more of these angles here. Oh, you're up there. Sorry. Take some more of these angles and I can attach them onto here and then hold it down. I put one here and one over here or something, I don't know. I'm probably overthinking it. So now I can get this set in there and get my wires run through here, in here, through here, do my connections, and then be ready to go. It's already, what time is it? I don't think this will tell me when I'm trying to record. Yeah, 10:23. Might be time for my morning protein shake. So I might take a break. Alright. Catch you a little later. Hi folks. Alrighty. Well, I'll give you a look at this quick. I know it looks like a mess, I understand. But this is coming from transfer switch into the main breaker. These are two AC lines coming into breakers. This is shore power coming in. This is Blue Eddy coming in, which will go to the switch. And then this is AC line coming in. This is an AC line coming in. Both of those will come into the junction box to have wire added to them. The one will come out and tap this outlet down here. Then it'll come from the outlet into here. So it's going to flow through the outlet, GFI, catch the other two outlets. And then they'll come through here. These two nubs here will be the two other circuits coming into the panel. And then I got my ground positive bus bars down there. All the wires reached that. One was kind of short, this one here, but I did some finagling to where they will all run around there and into there. I could have brought them through here, but I thought it would look better if they're tucked back in there. Plus they'd be longer if I need to, get them out of there and do something. So it's slowly coming. This is the main coming from the transfer switch. They'll go into this 30 amp breaker. These two are regular 12 gauge for 20 amps. Everything's 20 amps. I ain't messing. I didn't kept it simple. Converter's already wired up to this one, and then I'll actually have a free breaker, only because I put these split breakers in. See how they work.